Hey guys, this is Adam from Kinetix Physiotherapy again, and I'm joined by Cheddar this time. He's going to help me go through some neck exercises that's going to help with just some general neck pain. If you get a bit of aching, a bit of stiffness around the neck area, then this can really help. The neck tends to be a bit of a tricky area. There's a lot going on around here, this type of area, and neck pain can be caused by a lot of different things. So if you do get neck pain, go and see a GP or come and see a physiotherapist first to get it checked out. These exercises in this video are going to be just for general neck stiffness, getting a bit more mobility in there and helping with some sort of general aches and pains, nothing really specific. So what we want to do first is just do some general movements to get the neck warmed up a little bit more. So this will be a nice routine to do in the morning or in the evenings to really loosen the neck up, especially to get you going before you do any exercise as well. So the first one we want to look at is just bringing the chin to the chest. So all you're going to do is make sure that the neck stays straight. You're just going to bring the chin down to the chest and hold for about 5 seconds or so, and then coming back up and looking up towards the ceiling. So we're going to be going in this very linear motion. So chin to chest, hold for 5 to 10 seconds, and then coming up, looking up towards the ceiling, and again holding for 5 to 10 seconds. And then we're going to move on to some slightly other, some different movements. So the next movement that you want to look at is looking over the shoulder. So often that can get quite restricted when these muscles are getting quite tense. So it's nice to warm them up and loosen them off a little bit. So again, we want to go to one side, so go to the left side. Try and look over that shoulder as far as you feel comfortable. Hold it for about 5 to 10 seconds, and then bring it back to the middle. Over to the other side, holding it for again 5 to 10 seconds, and then back to the centre. And with each of these starting warming up exercises, I want you to try and do each direction about 3 to 5 times, whatever you feel comfortable. And as soon as you start to feel it loosen up and you feel a bit better, then we'll move on to the more challenging exercises. And there's a couple that I want to show you today. So after we've done those between 3 and 5 side to sides with a few second hold, 5 to 10 seconds, then we're going to look at, again, bringing the ear to the shoulder. So that's the next movement here. So we're going to feel a bit of tension in these muscles all up the side of this exercise here. So you're going to feel it on the opposite side to where you're bringing the ear to the shoulder. Try not to bring the shoulder up to meet the ear. The shoulder should stay level across all of these movements. You're just bringing the ear over towards the shoulder. Again, 5 to 10 second holds, and then going over to the other side. You should really feel it in this area here, and when you're going towards the right side, feeling it in that left side here. Okay, and once you've done your 3 to 5 repetitions in each direction, then we're going to add in 2 muscle groups that we want to stretch. So we want to look at these upper trap muscles here, and also what's called your levator scapular muscles. So for the first ones we're going to look at the upper traps here. That's that big sort of meaty bit of muscle that you can feel along here. And essentially it goes from the top of the shoulder here, travels up, and it tends to go in the back of the head here. So you can get between those and the other muscles that we're going to stretch, if they're very tense and very tight, they can pull in towards the back of the head, and they can often get tension type headaches, and you can often get very shrugged and hunched shoulders as well along with it. So to stretch these upper trap muscles to start with, what you want to do is either sit on the hand if you're going to stretch the right side, or if you've got a chair, I'm sitting just a normal dining chair, hold onto the bottom of the seat. I'm going to hold onto there just because it's a little bit lower, it's a little bit easier for me to grab onto. And if we have the elbow straight, you feel a bit more of a stretch here. So sit on the hand or hold onto the bottom of the chair, and then what you want to do is sit up as straight as possible, brings the shoulder down. And then what you're going to do is you're going to bring the opposite ear to the shoulder. So if I'm stretching the right side, you bring the left ear to the left shoulder. You should feel a bit of a stretch here already through starting to lean over to that side, to bring the ear over to that side. If you don't, the other hand, you just come across, and then what you want to do is put your hand just above the ear, so it should be almost on the side of the head, not the top of the head, and then just apply some gentle pressure, almost pulling the head slightly towards, encouraging that left ear to come to that left shoulder, and that should just increase the stretch that you feel along here. Okay, so you should feel that along there. So for these, I want you to try and do 3 repetitions, and you should hold this for at least 30 seconds if you can. But it depends on how achy and sore the neck is feeling. If it's particularly sore and you can't reach 30 seconds, that's absolutely fine. Just do what you feel comfortable with and just build up to that 30-second mark. But again, if we do the left side, so the left hand, either you sit on the hand, it goes underneath the chair, and then you sit up nice and straight, and then bring that right ear to that right shoulder. And if you want to increase the stretch, right hand goes just above the ear and pulls it across here. And it should really, just a bit of gentle pressure, you don't have to really pull it, and it just increases the stretch from here. It's stretching those upper trap muscles here. Okay, so then the other stretching type exercise which will really help loosen up the neck and get things warmed up, and looking at those levator scapular muscles. So they again contribute to those headaches that you can get if they're particularly tense, and they tend to also bring the shoulders up towards the ears here. So to look at those muscles and stretch those. So if you want to stretch the right side here, get the right palm and try and reach, if you can, and put it on the right shoulder blade. And then what you then want to do is get the left hand, put it on the top of the head this time, and you almost want to guide your forehead towards your opposite knee. So if I'm stretching using my left hand here, I'm going to guide my forehead towards my left knee there. You should feel a stretch a little bit further round, and it should be a little bit higher. Sorry, just readjusting my microphone there. So hand on the shoulder blade, other hand goes on the head, guide the head forwards, bring the forehead towards that knee there. And again, holding for about 30 seconds there. Okay. So if we're looking at the other side, so if I was going to stretch my left side, left hand goes on the left shoulder blade if you can reach that far, or just go as far as you can towards there, and then right hand on top of the head, almost slightly towards the back of the head, and then applying that gentle pressure, just guiding it forwards, going towards that right knee here. You should feel a stretch into the back of the head there. So again, to repeat myself, just try and introduce those exercises, those last couple of exercises, those stretches, 30-second holds minimum, ideally going closer to a minute if you can, and try and do that 3 times for each of them. And don't forget to do each side. You want to stretch each side equally, even if your pain is mostly on one side rather than the other, which is usually really common with neck pain. Try to do both sides if you can. It will really help. But if you can introduce those as a general mobility routine, and you can do those on a daily basis as well, you'll really see some improvements in your neck pain. So like always, if you found some value in this video and this has really helped you, then please leave a like and subscribe as well. And if you can share this with anyone as well that you think might benefit from it, then do that as well. And if you did find value, please leave a comment as well. I do read the comments, and if you have any questions as well, I'm more than happy to answer them as well. Either contact me directly or again leave a comment as well. And I will see you in the next video. Thanks guys.